battle at the New Orleans Arena. This game is part of the travel schedule for Denver. And, of course, they're looking forward to the return of Tyreek Evans.
Boy, this is a tough break for this team, Kevin. I mean, his injury is going to cost him the regular season, and it looks like he won't be able to be available for the playoffs either.
So the Nuggets win the tip. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Jamari Carroll is out there with Kenneth Faried. Then it's Moutier. Then it's Will Barton. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Barton. Stolen by Gordon. Oh, here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. That drops.
And with that speed, once he took off, the D just had no chance of getting back.
Well, I think they did the right thing. I mean, just give up the 2 points and move forward. Hey, discretion is the better part of valor sometimes. Write that one down, game players. Discretion is the better part of valor.
And so the New Orleans Pelicans get the first points of the ballgame. Here's Jordan. Anthony Davis grabs the miss. And pushing it up. Here's New Orleans. Gordon with no one around. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gordon's got his second bucket.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
Screen by Faried. Moutier passed to Faried. He got right to the cup using that screen.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
Some nice passing here by New Orleans. The shot by Holiday, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Faried, a screen on Gordon. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession.
You know, that's hard to explain that there. I mean, I guess he thought he had more room than he did.
And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
A bit ago, Mike Malone and I were able to chat. He said that one player he's really wary of is Anthony Davis, adding he can impact the game in so many ways. Defense, shot blocking, rebounding, and scoring. He's still adding muscle, and we've got to capitalize on that strength advantage at both ends. Kevin, that's the MO for any young player. We'll see how he stands up to it.
Thanks, Doris. Here's Davis. Following the basket by Emmanuel Moody. Back to Davis. Kicks it to Holiday. Inside, poked loose. It's stolen by Carroll. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Here's Faried. Chance there to take the lead, missing. So for the Nuggets, their last game, a win against the Bucks in Milwaukee.
And Kevin, you know, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
And guys, I think what you saw from them throughout the game was teamwork. This is a team. Regardless of who was out there on the floor at any given time, they got it done. That has to make you feel good as a group.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Barton dishes to Carroll. Over in the corner, Moutier. Plenty of space. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
Quality looks they're getting, and they're capitalizing on them, guys. They have to be happy with this start offensively.
Now here's Carroll. He's been patient so far, nothing yet on the scoreboard. And it's slammed in by Faried.
Tell you what, he's not an easy guy to stop when he's got his sight on the rim.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Did he just go chop there with that one-hand tomahawk slam?
And here are the Pelicans now, after the Nuggets pick up 2. And it's Freak missing.
Oh, that's terrific defense there. That's how you protect the rim.
Barton, and he uses both hands to jam it in.
A rim rocker.
Looked for a second like he might rip the cylinder loose.
I tell you what, that is some grown man strength.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game come to you. We're forcing the issue too much.
A big group substitution here for New Orleans. Brandon Bassey's checked in for Freak. Anderson comes in for Anthony Davis. Luke Babbitt, he's checked in for Dante Cunningham. And Cole subbed in for Drew Holiday. The team's deciding to change it up. Denver leading by 3. Benjamin, he's in at center. Holiday out there with Norris Cole. Then it's Anthony Davis, and it's Cunningham in at the 3 slot. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last. Let's get some information from the 2K leaderboard. In about the last 10 games in the NBA, during that span, these teams have the most second chance points in the league. Fourth, the Nuggets.
Really something to see. Their effort on the offensive glass has just led to so many second chance opportunities.
Here's Barton. Playing Milwaukee, he was nearly unstoppable.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
And Holiday kicks to Freak. And the Pelicans miss again. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Moutier with the ball. And Holiday picks him up defensively. Moutier passes to Fareed. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Yeah, how about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play.
Yeah, we call that playing through the whistle. You know, he didn't give up on it when he heard the whistle. He kept his focus, his concentration, and he found a way to get the shot up and down.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Nuggets.
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
And also another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the basketball.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Doris Burke.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Trailblazers came through when they needed him to. He ended with 13 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. It was a great contribution from someone who's considered a bit more of a role player on his team.
All right, thanks, Doris. He's got a lot of positives to take away from that game.
He really does. It was one of his better performances, and that's saying something because we've seen this guy have a lot of good ones.
And you'd have to imagine that he'll be out to build on it, to go one better here tonight.
Here's Cole. Following the basket by Kenneth Fareed, and it's Freak missing. Barton dishes to Moutier. Barton kicks to Moutier. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2-for-6 start.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
Here's Benjamin. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. The Nuggets leading by 5. Moutier passes to Barton. And then Moutier slams it in.
Sublime stuff, guys. Absolutely sublime.
Clark, he's going to start putting on a show now.
And that's usually how it goes. Once they get that lead, it's almost like they give him free reign.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play. Here is Davis after the Nuggets pick up 2. Holiday gets the bucket. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Barton dishes to Moutier. Pass to Fareed. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. Both free throws good from Kenneth Fareed. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. And Cole kicks to Davis. New Orleans moving it around to the middle. Here's Benjamin, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Nothing fancy there. Didn't need it.
Nope. His only concern right now, Clark, is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points.
I like the simplicity.
Well, there's also style just with the fact that he's able to have that kind of a finish, though. Still, I like that pretty one-handed flush. And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Yeah, and they're really getting pummeled on points in the paint here.
It's Davis with the drive. Trying his luck deep, and he knocks it down. Good looking three there from Benjamin. Freak's got 10 points now just in this quarter. The Nuggets leading by 4. Moutier passes to Barton. He feeds it to Moutier. Tries from 16. The shot's good from Fareed. Fareed's got 10 points in the game.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Feeds it to Freak. Fades away. Cannot hit. And the Nuggets going the other way. Last time they met was in Denver.
Yeah, their defense got sliced and diced in that game. They just weren't closing down on perimeter shooters. Not nearly quick enough. And then they gave up their fair share of those point-blank shots on the interior as well.
Something was clearly amiss for them, Greg. I mean, to let an opponent shoot that high a percentage, you got to take a real long look in the mirror after a game like that.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Barton. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Barton's got his second basket of the night. Pelicans trail by 8. Outside Holiday. Pass to Freak. And again, no good by New Orleans.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Screen by Fareed. Here's Barton, guarded by Holiday. Clock at 6. Here's Moutier. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Nuggets lead by 8. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
You guys had the lead after the first, but now find yourselves behind. What's the mindset of this team heading into the break?
I think we're still upbeat. We would like to have a stronger second quarter, but we know there's a lot of game left. Hopefully we can get back to how we started the game. That's all I got.
You simply can't get enough of you. Thanks for joining us. Kevin?
All right, Doris, thank you. And we'll be back after halftime for the start of the third quarter.
Hey guys, settle down for a second. I noticed a couple of things from that first half. I thought we'd get much more offense out of the low post. Let's make a serious effort to get the ball into the paint. We need more buckets coming from down low. Now I'll give credit where credit is due. We've taken very good care of the basketball. Turnovers were scarce, and we need to keep it that way. And when we get the ball, we can look to start the break if it's there for us. But I don't want to push it just because we have some ground to make up. We can get back into this game and
Ladies and gentlemen, and now the third quarter about to get going. Freak really making a difference here.
And he really just broke out the entire arsenal of post moves there in that first half.
And I think he might even have a few more tricks up his sleeve. I mean, He'll break them out as we start heading down the stretch. I'm sure of that.
Pelicans trail by 8. Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. We've got DeAndre Jordan. Kenneth Faried is out there with MyCareer. Then it's Moutier, and it's Barton in at the 2. Here is Cunningham. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. And Freak throws it down.
Up high and down hard with the one hand.
Got a little extra forceful with that one, didn't he? Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and I think that's going to rouse up his teammates, no doubt.
Now, here's Moutier. To the paint. It's stolen by Davis. Oh, and here we go with Gordon. Nobody back. And that one's good. Gordon's got 6.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
Here's Moutier. 6 points for him. Carroll, no one around him. Here's Faried. It's stolen by Davis. And New Orleans pushing it up now. Here's Gordon. Another one falls for New Orleans.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
Moutier with the ball. He's making his presence felt offensively with his scoring average up there at almost 13 points a game. Screen by Faried. 5 on the clock. Moutier kicks to Faried. The shot no good. Great D that time from Davis. The New Orleans Pelicans come into this one after the win against the Trailblazers in Portland.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Hello to my 2 viewers. Thanks for watching.
New Orleans making some changes here. Brandon Bass is checked in for Freak. Anderson comes in for Davis, and it's Luke Babbitt in for Cunningham. Andrew Godlock, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Again, group substitution here for New Orleans. Freak's checked in for Bass. Hansbrough's come in for Ryan Anderson. Dante Cunningham's checked in for Luke Babbitt. And it's Norris Cole in for Eric Gordon. Now, here's Moutier. 6 points for him. And he drops it in from the low post. Moutier's got 8 points.
And that's a great piece of work to get to the hoop there. Just tore the D to shreds.
This is to Freak for the lead. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And whatever intensity was lacking there in the first half, you're seeing it on display here now.
Ditto that. I mean, things have really been turned up.
Now here's Moutier. He's got 8. Here's Jokic. Cole with the rebound.
Well, he gets it in close, but you have to credit that stifling defense for forcing the miss.
Exactly, Greg. I mean, defense like that really increases the degree of difficulty on that shot by a large amount.
You've got to make some kind of a defensive adjustment here. He is just lighting them up from beyond.
Greg, I don't know what else they can do. I mean, even when they've closed out on him, he's still been knocking them down.
From deep. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And as we conclude the 3rd quarter, what a game, neither team giving ground. Pelicans on top. They finish off the 3rd quarter on a 14-4 run. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And thanks for joining us again as the 4th quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. The Nuggets trail. Holiday at the 1 with Gordon at the 2. Greek is out there with Anthony Davis, and it's Cunningham in its small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Now here's Wright. Pass to Jokic. Shot clock at 5. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
Another bucket in the paint. That's something they just have not been able to stop today.
Yeah, the defense is all about disrupting timing and spacing, and what they've got going right now is not getting it done.
Here's Benjamin. No good on the 3. Nuggets shooting with confidence, 50% from the field so far. Now the pass to Jokic. And Wright kicks to Nurkic. Puts up the baby hook, taken away by Holiday. And now, here comes Gordon leading the break. It's good, the assist that time from Holiday. 14 points for Eric Gordon. And a breakdown here, guys, the hustle stats for the Pelicans.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Nurkic can't hit.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
And again, it's Eric Gordon.
That's some grit and determination in the post. Essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Exactly. This is the time to attack on the interior and convert those easy opportunities.
Now here is Harris. Screen by Nurkic. Here's Moutier. Busts the J after the cagey pass fake.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Gordon against Harris. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Davis. Gordon's got 14 points here in the second half.
And he is starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Now here's Moutier. Not a lot of room. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
And that's the kind of move that will always pay off, even against tight defense like he was facing on that possession.
Holiday attacking. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Very good half for them from the field. They've got their shooting percentage up over 50%.
Yeah, their offense heating up, and anytime you shoot it this well, you're going to give yourself a chance to get the W.
Harris dishes to Wright, over to the left wing. Wright sets a screen for Moutier. Rebound by Drew Holiday.
Yeah, credit the D there. Got his hands up and made sure he wasn't comfortable on the release.
Sure did. Stayed real snug on him and didn't allow him the space he needed to get a good shot off.
And that one's good. Free.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
I think he was checking to see what was going on with his internet. Yeah, I think he's still alone. Or he's gonna get back on. I don't know, I'll see.
Doris Burke has an update for us. Doris?
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Mike Malone are killing us right now. We can't keep trying to make the home run play. Settle down, run the offense, and make the simple pass. Kevin, sounds easy enough.
Now here's Moutier. The dish to Barton.
No, I haven't looked yet.
Down low. And it's slammed in by Fareed.
Solid on the one-hand throw down there.
You know, Clark, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, and one reason why I just don't know that I've ever seen him miss a play like that.
Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Holiday, the pass to Davis. To the inside. Holiday gets the bucket. Holiday's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Make it 10 of their last 12 points coming off assists.
You have to love the ball movement.
Fareed, a screen on Holiday. Here's Moutier. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
And here's Holiday. He dishes it to Davis. And it's good. Davis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Pelicans.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
On the defensive end, I want some of you to crash the glass and get control of the ball. The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
A minute 50 left in the fourth. Moutier kicks to Jordan. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
Greg, he got him good there. I mean, that's why the shot was so far off.
And the first of 2, no good. Heartbreaker. That's good, going 1 of 2 from the line, and that brings them within 5.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
That's exactly when you need to be aggressive, Greg. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Outside Holiday. He kicks to Freak. Davis up top. New Orleans moving it around. Tries yet again. Stolen by Fareed.
Look at that jump.
Now here's Moutier. He's guarded closely. Here's Jordan. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
So far, going for more of an inside game here in this second half, and I like that. A little smash mouth basketball, taking it inside.
The drive by Gordon. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
Gordon playing very well. He has 18 points, and he's made some good decisions with the basketball, too.
And being smart with the ball like he's been today, Clark, I think it's critical for him and them. He should repeat that every game.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He hits the first one, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. The Nuggets have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Fareed connects. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
They don't get any bigger. Bigger than that basket.
They needed it, Greg, and he gave it to them.
And Holiday kicks the free. Gets the 3 to fall.
That's leadership. Really, really valuable to have someone who can just take charge like he has.
Well, there's a certain amount of confidence you have when the ball is in his hands at that end of the floor right now. I mean, he just gives you a sense of calm and confidence because of how good he is.
And so it's New Orleans with it. The Nuggets hitting the bucket. Here's Davis. Some solid defense from Fareed.
Nice effort anyway to change his shot and get around the defender maybe next time.
Moutier. Money!
And how's that for some ups coming from that one?
Well, he is a rarity among NBA point guards in his ability to elevate.
Yeah, his athletic ability, guys, is really what takes him a notch above most players at his position.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
That's a good foul, though. I like that. I mean, clock management's crucial at this time of the game.
He hits the first one, and that will put them up by 2. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Those were pressure-packed free throws. And he looked as cool as he could be. So big to give him that.
Right, fellas, it's here for the taking. A couple stops, a couple buckets, and we get the W.
There's 14 seconds left in the fourth. Barton. The 3 won't fall. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point. So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. so he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
And you can wrap this one up. Great job to stay cool at the line and finish it off.
Here's Moutier. No good on the three. So we see the Pelicans get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd is not going to let this one slip away.
And now let's catch up with Doris Burke, who's standing by on the sideline.
Thanks for watching, and if you would like to subscribe, feel free. And follow.
Congratulations, Anthony. You're so composed, but this has got to be a great win for this team and something to be excited about.
It is exciting. It was a big win for us. That was a big win, especially we down early in the first half. We came out with a lot of energy second half and fought back and got the win.
It took some toughness, but you did it. Anthony, thank you. Guys?
All right, Doris, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Ernie Johnson here again with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny Smith. Without further ado, let's present to you our Jordan player of the game, Eric Gordon. He found his rhythm in the second half, and there was no stopping him then. He was locked and loaded. What'd you think, Kenny?
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he.
And that'll do it for tonight. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson.